With just weeks to go for the polls, violence and lawlessness has taken center stage in the state of Uttar Pradesh, with goons running amok with no fear of the law under the watch of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who promised Qanoon Raj in the state. Remember, in the last 24 hours, what all we have seen. Kashmiri traders were thrashed in Lucknow. BJP workers assaulted a youth in Muzaffarnagar for questioning the government. And a UP police officer in Shamli assaulted an elderly woman. Not just goons, in fact, even netas are behaving like thugs, I would say, when a BJP MLA and MP from Uttar Pradesh came to blows over credit for a road project. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi pitches Vikas and a tough stand on terror ahead of polls, this is a sorry state of affairs in a state which is very critical in the BJP scheme of things. The state of Uttar Pradesh, which sends 80 members of parliament. The question that I'm asking on the show, will the weakening Qanoon Raj under Yogi Adityanath actually hurt BJP's prospects in the upcoming polls? And joining me now, Zafar Islam is the spokesperson of the BJP. Javed Ansari is a senior journalist. Juhi Singh is the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Zafar Islam, who is running the state of Uttar Pradesh?
You have any doubt?
I'm asking you.
No, the way you're asking, I'm asking you back that you have any doubt. There's elected government who is running this, running the government there. There's a good governance model. Of course, there are some incidents which you have just narrated. Those incidents need to be condemned. We have condemned. The action should be taken against those guilty. Have been taken. People have been put behind the bar. And this is the role of the government, that anybody who commits mistake, who commits crime, should be apprehended, and law should take its own course. And that is what has happened, and that has been demonstrated by the state administration.
What is law taking its own course?
Jungle Raj we had seen. Unlike we have seen during SP, where the state patronage was given to those gunda. And at least today there is a government which is actually focusing on those people who are notorious, who are antisocial elements, and they have been taken to task by the state administration. Yes, there are some incidents, as you have mentioned. These incidents should not take place. But if it has taken place, it's very unfortunate.
Yogi Adityanath not really in sync what the Prime Minister says? The Prime Minister says that Kashmiris are a part of India, and these goons,
indeed they are,
who are clad in saffron, they beat up Kashmiri traders, and then you try and send this message that they are part of India. Is this not part of othering that they keep saying? Is this not pushing them away from the mainstreaming that they are so much yearning?
Well, Maria, you are absolutely right. And I am telling you, on your channel and other channels also have spoken. The leadership is absolutely clear. The Prime Minister is clear. The state leadership is clear, and everyone should be clear. If anyone has doubt, they must get clarity that they are part of us. They are brother and sister. They should be given every single protection they need, support what they need.
I find this entire argument so hypocritical. It is hypocrisy on your part.
Not at all.
Just look at those visuals. History cheaters are attacking Kashmiri traders in the heart of Lucknow. This is the reality of Uttar Pradesh today. Let me bring in Juhi Singh. Juhi Singh, come in here.
Maria,
Juhi Singh, whatever one may say, Juhi Singh, whatever one may say, the fact is that in this particular case, within 24 hours, arrests have been made.
Maria, the arrests have been made because there was a very good citizen of Lucknow who stopped these people, and the SSP then went out and arrested one person and the other, and then he put it out on his tweet. That people were still beaten up very badly because the Chief Minister uses the language like thok do. Their MPs and MLAs anyway are thoking each other with shoes, various brands, and then another MLA today really justifies it that it's all right to show your valor and your might to the opposition, because this is not a random case. This happened in Bulandshahr. It's happened in Unnao yesterday. Their own MPs were again hitting the various officers. And today the Home Minister was also in Lucknow. So there must have been some sort of an alert in Lucknow. So how did this incident happen yesterday? And thank you so much, Mr. SSP. But again, when you were really reviewing your law and order meeting, then another trader was shot at. And I don't think any arrests have been made. In Bulandshahr, the charge sheet has just been filed. So it's perfectly all right. But don't hide behind it. It's a serious situation.
It's a sorry state of affairs.
Well, Maria.
And let me give you some numbers. Amnesty India report reveals 218 cases of hate crimes reported in 2018. For the third straight year, UP reported to have the highest number of hate crimes at 57 as per Amnesty. 50 incidents were reported in the state in 2017 and 60 incidents in 2016, says Amnesty report. This is clearly worrying. NCRB report for 2016 actually says the highest number of murder cases for Uttar Pradesh, 4,889. Crimes against women are a matter of concern. I am trying to understand, for all the tall promises, ये कानून राज होगा, ये किसका राज है?
Well, I consider Amnesty report is nothing less than a toilet paper, that's all. It should go
you
to
can
the
keep dismissing all the reports.
Because it's
that's convenient. If the Amnesty report had congratulated you, had said that कानून राज बन गया है, तो फिर तो आप इसी report को quote करते.
No, Amnesty report is absolutely baseless, biased to our government, and all the concocted story is actually getting printed in Amnesty report. So I don't give it any credence to Amnesty report. Let me tell you one thing, and that we need to debate. I'm not condemning that attack. If I'm not against that attack, if our leadership is not making a voice against this attack, then you can hold us responsible. We are saying that these incidents should not take place. The Honorable Prime Minister has very clearly stated, but there are people, if they feel that there are incident like the Jammu bomb blast, and you know who was responsible, then there is this becomes an emotive issue. If people react, then the government of the day should tackle it efficiently, and that is what happened. They should apprehend.
Javed Ansari, you know, we may criticize the BJP, and I'm going to raise that question again with you. The fact is here that action is being taken. Yes, we were certainly hoping that there will be a statement that will come from the Home Minister, because this happens to be his constituency as well. He did not speak. But then action has been taken by Yogi Adityanath. Is law and order an issue again in these elections?
Look, even if law and order is not an issue in these elections, such incidents should not be allowed. Such incidents should not happen. They reflect very poorly, not just on the government of the day, but also on the state. As it is, UP doesn't have a reputation of which most of us who belong to UP can be proud of. So therefore, the reason why such incidents happen is because in the past, certain patronage has been extended, and you know, this whole muscular approach to things has given people the impression that they can get away. Had this action been taken much earlier, even in the first instance when violence took place, I'm quite sure that would not have happened. But having said that, it's good that Yogi Adityanath has acted, and the real hero is that young man in Lucknow who stood up to these goons. He's the idol of India, not these thugs. He's the person I would readily stand up and salute. These thugs are a shame, are a blot on this nation.
Will you call them a blot as well, Zafar Islam?
See, anybody who takes law in their hand, anybody who commits crime, anybody who is anti-social elements and do things which they put them in that category, are the one who needs to be condemned, irrespective of whether association, affiliation, or who protect them. And that is what it has been demonstrated by Bharatiya Janata Party. No matter what you say, Bhagwa kapda, ye kapda, wo kapda, the fact that there is a government which believes in the governance and which believes that safety and security of free individual is the state responsibility, and what a state responsibility is something which has been has been accomplished by arresting these people, and charges have been framed against these people. But let me tell you one thing. Why do you forget the jungle Raj which we have seen with the state patronage during the SP? Juhi knows very well that these are the some of the incidents which has taken place in the last 3 years.
You know,
but
Zafar
there
Islam,
are many incidents.
Don't indulge in whataboutery.
Under the leadership of
Zafar Islam, don't indulge in whataboutery.
Juhi knows it.
There is a problem with that whataboutery. You know why I am saying? Because your chief minister says that law and order in Uttar Pradesh is best in the during his tenure than it was in the last 15 to 20 years. This is what he claims.
That's true.
And this is the kind of imagery that we are seeing. Juhi Singh, come in here.
He is claiming, rightfully is claiming.
Maria,
claiming because he has done to achieve that.
Zafar Islam bhai, please let me speak. Maria, frankly, let's salute the young man who stopped these people from beating. These were gundas of a particular organization. They are known charge sheeters, history cheaters, and the Home Minister was in Lucknow. So yes, okay, the SSP can pat on his back and he can put out a video with these two young men who are actually earning their living, and they are Indian citizens, and say that the SSP is very much with us. But really, is Lucknow on the streets? You had a murder just now, about a few days back, when your chief minister was holding a Samisha Baitak of law and order. Unnao, your own representatives are beating up the people. Bulandshahr, there was a young man, as Maria quoted, who's asking for a job. And wherever, Zafar Islam sahab, please tell your spokespersons and your various followers, whenever any individual from any other party tries to go for a live show, then you are heckling that person, and people might get beaten up like you were doing with this particular citizen of India. So there is no whataboutery. You can talk about SP, but your gundaism is being sanctioned by the chief minister because he knows that language. He's a man who's been tapped with certain cases against the IPC. You did this in Allahabad.
Zafar Islam,
to the students. You do it to anybody who raises a voice.
Zafar Islam, you criticize the Akhilesh Yadav regime as Yadav Raj, that there were goons who had gone on rampage. What we are seeing is fringe Raj in Uttar Pradesh. The rise of the fringe. All of them claim these are history cheaters who did this, and then they say कि ये सब किस ground पे हो रहा है, क्योंकि हम लोगों को state का sanction है. एक tough message जाना चाहिए या नहीं, और वो गया क्यों नहीं है अभी तक?
Maria, arresting those criminals is not a tough message. Taking action against them is not a tough, is a clear-cut message.
Did you have a choice, Zafar Islam, with this video? No, I would like to ask, did your SSP have a choice with that video out in the public domain? When do you do something consciously? Now, Mr. Sengar,
your rapist minister
was arrested and put behind the jail after so much public pressure.
What nonsense you are
For 5
talking?
days, you withheld any sort of sanction.
I don't want to belittle you, but you know it well.
You tell me, with this video since yesterday, a young man standing, people standing, passers by, you
were providing patronage to all the anti-social elements, gundas, during your rule in Uttar Pradesh. Everybody was on a state payroll. They were like working on behalf of the state under the leadership of
if it is about leadership and the messaging that has to come from the top, let's listen in to what Yogi Adityanath has said, and I am going to come back to the panel discussion.
उत्तर प्रदेश में कानून का राज होगा, कानून के साथ खिलवाड़ करने की तो किसी को नहीं मिलेगी।
कानून का राज क्लेम तो किया था योगी आदित्यनाथ ने, इसीलिए मैंने पूछा जफर साहब आपसे कि किसका राज है उत्तर प्रदेश में।
कानून का ही राज है, और उसमें आपको कोई संदेह भी नहीं होना चाहिए। एक वहां की जनता से पूछिए, जनता वहां की खुश है कि वो एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स हु आर बीइंग given a state patronage, who are being supported by the local administration everywhere during UPA rule, during Samajwadi rule in Uttar Pradesh. Those people have been taken to task. Law is taking its own course. Yes, incident like this should not happen, and we must condemn in one voice. And state administration is taking action. That is something which we have to showcase, that people who will commit crime and will not be tolerated. As that message
so
should go.
People who
Every
question the
anti-social
government will also
element.
not be
You are
tolerated.
showcasing?
They would be beaten up the way that youth was thrashed.
No. See, you are making just this incident as an issue. You have to see in how many
It's not an
anti-social
issue?
elements are there in Uttar Pradesh. It is an issue. I am telling you, it is an issue. But this issue needs to be tackled. Not only
Your
used only
illegal
for
encounters are
propaganda.
not
like
an issue.
it
This is
being
not
done
an
here.
issue. Bulandshahr is not an issue.
It is
Unnao
an issue, but
issue.
not
Your
for
own
propaganda.
MLAs
Madam, you
beating
have
each
done
other
crime.
Is not an issue.
During your
MLA
rule
justifying
in Uttar
the
Pradesh,
beating
we
is
have
not
seen
an
what
issue.
has happened.
Then
People
Yogi
were
Adityanath
looking
is
for change. You
definitely
know why?
an issue. A person
Because there was a
who is
Gunda
charged
Raj.
is definitely
And
an
all the
issue. Please
Gundas
give
were
permission
employed
to
by you.
prosecute him.
They were being given state
Yes, the
support.
biggest Gunda is
Javed
Yogi
Ansari.
Adityanath, who has
Supporting
cases
them.
against him. Your deputy chief minister has cases against him on serious IPC sections. Will you please be allow them to be prosecuted? Please, chief minister, ask the
May
chief
I
minister
ask, may
to
I
face
ask
the cases
one
against
question,
him.
Behan Juhi?
Please
Behan
tell
Juhi,
me.
may I
Ji,
ask
ji,
one
bole.
question? Do you know there was
This
a
is not
rapist,
an issue.
there was a
Yogi
rapist
Adityanath's cases
minister?
are not an issue.
No, there was a
If your
rapist
SSP
minister
sleeping
who
for
was in the
12
part of
hours,
the cabinet
24 hours is
sitting
not an
next,
issue.
who
A
was,
young man has to
sitting next
defend
to your
these
chief
people
minister
being beaten
and
in a
happily
city like
Okay, Javed
Lucknow.
Ansari.
A peaceful city like
Okay,
Lucknow.
okay.
Who are you
Juhi
getting
Singh,
happy?
Zafar Islam, I'm going to come back to you. There is a
Behan
third
Juhi, you
panelist
know
as
it
well.
well.
There is a third
Please do
panelist
not
as well.
depend-
There is a third panelist as well, Zafar Islam. Javed Ansari, you're hearing from both the panelists. The fact is also this, that ever since Yogi Adityanath came, there is also a fear of law. Yes, there is a rise of fringe as we are seeing, but there is also fear of law that has been generated as well. So, the action that has been taken within 24 hours, if one may say it is under media pressure because of this video clip having gone viral, but there is fear of law. Would you say that a state as vast as Uttar Pradesh, there is that approach that is being brought by Yogi Adityanath?
Look, there is fear of law only amongst a section of people. There is a section, and a sizable section, unfortunately, which has the run of the place. What was fringe has now become mainstream, unfortunately. And I say this with a degree of pain because I belong to that state. And things have, you need to, law cannot be applied episodically. It has to be applied in a uniform pattern. The same standards must apply to all citizens of Uttar Pradesh. Unfortunately, that is not being happened. But I must, if Adityanath has at this late stage woken up to the fact and taken action, well, it's good. He's done that. He's done his duty. But the reason that such elements are running amok is because they feel, rightly or wrongly, that they have a like-minded government which will look the other way. Now the onus is on Mr. Adityanath to prove them wrong, to prove such elements wrong.
Okay. Let me get the final comments now and start with Zafar Islam. Zafar Islam, is Yogi Adityanath guilty of looking the other way? While the goons are running amok, we are seeing the fringe Raj, let me use that phrase again, on rise in Uttar Pradesh.
Not at all. I disagree with you completely, Maria. The fact that there is a government who is totally anti the antisocial
Where is
elements,
accountability?
those who are actually
Where is accountability?
well,
Why hasn't that been
There is
fixed?
serious level of accountability for those who commit crime and those who actually, there is a lapse on the part of the state administration. They are also being taken to task. So, let me make it very clear. This is a Bharatiya Janata Party government in Uttar Pradesh. We believe in governance. We believe we are delivering a governance model which protects and safeguards the interests of a common citizen of this country. And that is what something which has been demonstrated by Adityanath ji in Uttar Pradesh. Yes, incidents will happen. But how you tackle it, how you take action against those culprits are something which everyone has to see. We have seen a Raj during Samajwadi Party where these people were being welcomed. A rapist being welcomed by the chief minister and made him sit next to him. All the criminals were actually enjoying the support of the
there's a problem with
Uttar
that
Pradesh
argument,
government
Zafar
at that
Islam.
point time.
You keep saying कि कानून राज हम लाएंगे, इसीलिए आप लोग को शायद वोट पड़ा, और उसके बाद आने के बाद आप बार-बार अपने टेन्योर को कंपेयर करते हैं समाजवादी पार्टी के टेन्योर से. ये व्हाट अबाउटरी की क्या जरूरत है? आपने अपना काम दिखाइए ना.
No, I'm not comparing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not comparing here for the sake of comparing. I am saying this is being compared by the people of Uttar Pradesh. They are happy.
Final words to you, please.
They know that the change has actually brought happiness on their face.
Zafar Islam, I hope you will not complain now that I haven't given you enough time. The final word is always to the woman on the panel, and that goes to Juhi Singh. Please go ahead, Juhi Singh.
Please,
yes,
Juhi
Maria, the state is being governed by a person whom there are serious charges of murder, and they are protecting rapists. The victim's father is being killed in jail. There are gang wars in jail. Criminals are shooting. There are illegal encounters happening in UP, and I live in UP every day and every second. So where are the people happy? And you had no alternatives, Zafar Islam. 24 hours. There's a person who is witness to this beating, and then your SSP is putting out a video holding these two people to ransom and telling them how nice the SSP is. Great, you can compare yourself to anyone, but I definitely don't think there is any Kanun Ka Raj or any Raj in UP.
So there is no Kanun Ka Raj as per Samajwadi Party. Certainly these videos are very disturbing, and Yogi Adityanath has to send a message to these fringe that there cannot be fringe Raj in Uttar Pradesh. There has to be Kanun Ka Raj as he promised when he was seeking vote in 2017. I'd like to thank my guests on that note. Politics over the Rafale deal is continuing. Citing the Hindu report, Congress President Rahul Gandhi and former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram said the Prime Minister's office held parallel negotiations on the deal and should be prosecuted for the same. Rahul Gandhi hit out at the Modi government, saying, just like jobs, the Rafale files have gone missing, proving corruption by the Modi government. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley led the government's charge, claiming that Rahul Gandhi's facts are wrong, adding that no dynast is above the Supreme Court and the CAG.
अगर ये कागज गायब हुए हैं तो ये कागज सच्चे हैं, ये झूठे तो नहीं हैं, आप ही एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो, सही बात है ना? तो आप ही एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो कि ये कागज सही है. कागज में साफ लिखा है नरेंद्र मोदी पैरेलल नेगोशिएशन कर रहा था. आप कार्रवाई कीजिए, कागजों पे कार्रवाई कीजिए, मगर इन पे भी तो कीजिए जिनका नाम कागज में आ रहा है.
No dynast can claim that he is above the Supreme Court or the CAG, and those verdicts and findings don't apply to him. The facts were completely wrong, and the motivation was also